What's up, everybody? Jensen Cummings here. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. Now we're finishing with You've Gotten Hired. Day one, and it's right into the fire. We've all experienced this.
I am very about communication, about employee happiness. When I took the reins as an executive chef, I know what I signed up for. Director, manager, all of that stuff.
Electrician, coach, therapist, cheerleader.
Everything. Fill in, it's like, that's one thing I feel a lot of people lose is the social and humanity side of it. All of us are humans, and I get that. I mean, I have, employees that have worked for me are single dads and moms, and what do you do when your kid gets sick? I have to go into work because what if they don't pay me or they fire me? How am I going to support my kid? And I'm sitting here like, and that was the thing that I always hated going through the industry, where it's like, you had that fear, and that fear breeds all these things that we don't want in the kitchen. I don't want that in the kitchen. I don't work in that environment. So my biggest thing that I'm trying to do now, after going through all of these things, is make that a nothing, just not happening. I want my employees to be happy. I want them to be safe. I want them to understand that if something happens in life, I understand.
You mentioned something that I think is so important. I want to take a moment, tangent. I can't help myself, and then we'll get back on this topic specifically. But you talked about this garbage person, yet they had more experience. This is a massive, massive vulnerability. We need to start hiring for attributes and training for skills and valuing people's attributes.
Most of the time that happens is because people who are in management positions don't want to deal with it. And so they don't want to have to come, and they don't want to have to cook. They don't want to have to bar back. They don't want to have to do anything because they're comfortable with what they've got right now. And they don't want to have to put anything else into it. And I agree. That's something that I never like seeing. And I mean, even like here, opening up this brand new property, like I went in and talked to people, and I just want to know what their favorite things to cook. And if this is what they really want to do. And, it's like, and I want that to grow. Like, it's like planting a seed. And depending upon how well you take care of that is going to depend upon the output that the tomato plant or whatever that seed is.
When you're looking to hire a first-time manager, what are you looking for? Like, I talked to 6 high-level managers in different markets. What they told me, which was completely to your point, was I can teach you how to cost out a cocktail. I can teach you how to order. I can't teach you how to be a good person. I can't teach you how to handle there are certain things that make people, like, leadership is a quality that is something that I feel like is natural, and it's also nurtured. And yes, good leaders are also looking for other good leaders.
And when we think about that, we have to focus on the communication. And we get so chummed up in what we do and how we do it, and thinking that that's what defines us and makes us who we are and is what separates us, is a vulnerability. Because otherwise, right? I appreciate you raising your hand. Otherwise, we are vulnerable to the fact that you burn out if that's the only thing that you have. The only why that you have is that it just cannot sustain. That's why so many of us burn out.
That is 100% truth. And when we do that, though, I think it's also communicated through the food that we serve.
Absolutely.
And it's just another way that we can speak without actually having to speak. As a chef, we constantly have to be learning. I can get down. I will scrub that dirty baseboard under the fryer. I don't care. I am not above anybody in my kitchen. I'll be the captain. I'll drive the boat, but it takes everybody to make it fit and go the same direction we all want to go.
Like, you should come in and you should feel like a guest. Like, people expected you to fucking be there is a good place to start. Like, no one.
I made a reservation somewhere. You should have my name that I'm showing up today at 10 o'clock.
Can I get you some water? I always offer when someone came in for an interview, can I get you some water? Hospitality.
I want everybody to know that I am at their service, and anything that I can do for them, I will do. And I'm never untouchable and or unavailable, even if it's on my day off.
Part of the struggle is It may be authentic, yet we put up a facade. It is always our job to put up a facade to make sure that the guest always has the best experience. In that is some of our greatest strength and our greatest vulnerability. We have to reconcile that. We have to talk about it, and we need to stop blaming each other, come to the table and have a real conversation, and then find solutions. And it's always going to be a human solution.